Hey, welcome back to another episode of College Algebra. This is your host Romel with the Tutor. So today we're going to talk about the associative property of additions and multiplication. Let me show you. We actually use an OpenStax textbook. It's those are free textbook about math, physics, anything really in the school that you want to, high school and college. So let me show you what we're doing. So it says the question 3 here says, what do the associative properties allow us to do when following the order of operations? Explain your answer. So the associative property. So first of all, let me show you what the associative property is. So for addition, let's say you have A plus B plus C. It's also equal to, you see how you group the A and the B. You can also group the B and the C and leave the A by itself. So it's equal to A plus B plus C. So now additions and also multiplication too, you can do the same thing in multiplication. And I'll give you a fair example in a little bit so you can understand what I mean. A times B, that doesn't look like a B at all. A times B times C is the same as A times B times C. So I can group these ones this way and I can group that one this way. So these are the same thing. And if you're looking for an example for this is a good example. So let's say you have 2 plus 3 plus 5. Even if you follow in PEMDAS, it should be the same as 2 plus 3 plus 5. And if that makes any sense at all. So 2 plus 3 here, you would do addition, the one in parentheses first. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus another 5, that would give you 10, right? On the right side, we'd leave the 2 here. 3 plus 5 is 8, and 8 plus 2 is 10. So 10 is equal to 10. So that means addition is associative, and it's the same thing for multiplication too. So let's say you have 2 times 3 times 5. We'll take the same example. Is equal to 2 times 3 times 5, regardless of how you group it. So if I group this one and I put a parenthesis on the first one, and this one I put a parenthesis that way, it's the same answer. So 2 times 3 is 6, times another 5 is 30. On the right side, I have the 2, because I'm following PEMDAS. 3 times 5 is 15. Now 2 times 15 is equal to 30. Take 30 equal to 30. So the addition and multiplication are associative. So that means you can group them anyhow you want to. You can group the first 2, and then you can group the last 2. You should get the same thing. It's not the same thing for subtraction though. So like, let's say if we subtract 2 minus 3 minus 5, it won't be the same thing as, let's say we group it this way. It won't be the same thing. It shouldn't be the same thing as 2 minus 3 minus 5. These two won't be the same. So in this case, you have the 2, because we're following PEMDAS, we do the one in the parentheses first. 2 minus 5 is what? 3 minus 5 is negative 2, times the negative that was in front of it. That becomes a positive 2. So here on that side, you have a 0. So 2 minus 3 minus 5 is negative 2, times the negative that was inside of it. That gives you a positive 2. That can be a 0. Negative 2 plus a 2. On that side, you have a 4. You have a 4 on that side. Sorry about that. On this side, let's see if we have a 4. 2 minus 3, we're following PEMDAS. Negative 1 minus a 5. Here you have a negative 6. So subtraction is not associative, and it's the same thing for division too. If you had 2 divided by 3 divided by 5, depending how you do the division, it will not be associative. But for addition and multiplication, this always apply. Yeah. Thank you for your time. This is your host Romel with the Tutor, and we're doing college algebra. And this was about the associative property of additions and multiplication. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.